I think either you've got it or you haven't. I think it's genetic. You're born with it, and some people definitely have it. You can't travel anywhere physical to find it. You just look inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, because at the end of the day you look at people's lives and either they were lucky or unlucky. Was that something that was written once they were born or not?
You're born and you die. And in between, everything's going to happen. Whatever's done, it's fated. And your name's on the book. You're born such and such a date and you die such and such a date.
Just because you happen to have been born on a certain day, in a certain month, in a certain year, to certain parents in a certain country, with certain opportunities and certain, etc., certain weaknesses and certain advantages, does not condemn you to live a certain way.
I was born on the 13th, and somebody told me that 13 is supposed to be lucky for Jews, and I don't know if it is, but I live at number 13.
There's no question you get people who just somehow or other, whatever they do, it goes wrong. And it kind of, you get this sense of a luckless fellow who tries everything. He's the person who ever, every time they drop a bit of toast, it falls butter side down.
But I'm a SCHLIMAZEL. I am an unlucky person. I'm followed around by bad luck. Every time I get my bag hooked on the door handle, it's confirmation of anti-Semitism.
There's something laying on the floor. 9 people will walk past and won't even, that another person will pick it up and make a fortune out of it. That's muzzle.
But this word muzzle, you see, is translated as luck. It's a bad start. This doesn't mean that. So the word muzzle actually comes from a word which means flow. It means a kind of a flow from the upper worlds to the lower worlds, which you might call luck.
Well, if you literally translate it, there's a literal translation and there's how people use it.
Muzzle means luck. That's what it means there. A little bit of luck is worth more than a ton of hard work. Just a little bit of luck.
It's a bit like an aerial. If you want to get a television signal, you've got to put the aerial on the roof and you've got to make sure it's facing the right way and then it's connected to your television. Your television will do all that, you get a picture. But if you don't do those things, it doesn't matter how good the air is, you won't get a picture.
You can have a flow of good energy or a flow of bad energy. It's not, part of what people would say is science or rational thinking. It doesn't necessarily make sense. If you took 2 identical twins and you gave them the same life and one was lucky and one was unlucky, there'd be no rational explanation for that.
There's a big chunk of our life that we discuss in these terms: bad luck, good luck. It's just a way for us to talk about it. We need that. We need a way to discuss all these things that happen to us that we can't explain.
Luck is like a remnant of a very primitive belief in the power of outside forces over us.
Back in ancient times, there was the art of astrology, being able to predict things in the stars through the heavens.
Astrology is looking for meaning in life, as all religions are, but astrology is not a religion. You don't believe in astrology any more than you believe in a telephone.
Judaism definitely believes in the kind of karma idea, what they call measure for measure. If the stars, if you like, are not treating you well, that's possibly because you're not treating other people well.
But Jewish people can be very, very superstitious, that's for sure. Somebody did put a curse on me once and I had it removed. I do get a vibe sometimes, you think certain people, you feel that maybe they can wish you bad luck.
When things go badly wrong, then we'll try all the mumbo jumbo we know to try and make it work out. So somewhere or other, that sort of superstitious kind of thing is probably lurking in all of us.
Like when you get to the ladder and you think, well, do I walk under it or do I not walk under it? And you think, well, actually, if it's just as quick to walk around it virtually, give or take half a second, why not walk around it?
See, Jewish people don't believe in luck. We believe that, things are meant to happen. I believe that it's in the Talmud that says a leaf does not fall from a tree that the Almighty isn't aware of.
We live our lives It's like a piece of embroidery. We see the rough side of it, but there might be a very beautiful side on the other side that we can't see. We only see all the stitching on the wrong side of the fabric.
People are looking for deterministic things because the world is very confusing. Religion, a lot of times, is about trying to relieve anxieties and fear.
Faith wears a fancier dress. Faith is like superstition with A-levels, I guess. Maybe you could say that superstition is about avoiding problems, and faith is trying to give meaning. But the two are definitely linked.
But there's always been a tension between kind of popularist sort of, hesitate to use the word, peasant religion, and the kind of, you know, philosophers and thinkers who say, no, it's not like that, you don't need to do that.
It all depends on your psychological standpoint, whether you call the thing luck, chance or fate. Luck makes us feel a little bit better. You know, you feel there's a dice rolling, it could have easily rolled a different way, and maybe it will in the future. Chance creates the impression of a universe in chaos. And fate creates the impression of some big bastard who's controlling it.
It's a very complicated situation, and you need a language to discuss that, to feel that you're controlling your own personal reality.
We're becoming more and more rational, in inverted commas, and luck, the territory that was occupied by luck, is being gradually annexed by religion and then science.
What science is actually doing is probably bringing us closer to God, because we have more understanding of the incredible way in which the world is constructed.
If you look at it, when the scientists get to the point of who created the universe, they know as little as a religious person. And science tells you the limits of what you know. It can't tell you what you don't know. It can't say that it's the black swan theory. It can't tell you what won't exist.
Every so often you're going to get a massive unexpected event which turns all your previous knowledge upside down on its head.
That's why we were fascinating with whether there's a God or not. It's related. It's all the things that we don't know how to deal with. We don't know how to predict. We can't control them. Control is a way to, deal with fear, or the illusion of control.
I predict that luck will make a comeback, and I just think that at the moment we're so into explaining everything. If you look at quantum mechanics, there's a lot of luck in quantum mechanics, quantum physics.
It's all random. You're much more aware of sort of the invisible. We're really just like shadows. To ourselves we're solid, but we're not really. We're really mostly empty space.
There's a limit to our ability to understand things, especially human behavior. So I think there's no fear for luck.
It's easy to hide behind luck and say, oh, I'm just an unlucky person, and that absolves me of any kind of responsibility, any introspection, any improvement.
We are responsible for all that happens to us. We are responsible for the interpretation we put on what happens to us. And that's where luck and bad luck are complete bullshit.
You make your own luck, you make your own unluck. And you wake up in the morning, if your eyes are open, you make the best of the day.
It's a blessing. Everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants to be blessed. When you throw the dice, or you spin the wheel, or you flip the coin, somehow or other, some force in the world is smiling on you, and you've come up tops by beating the probabilities, by beating something that's not necessarily in your favour.
Who thought I'd live to 101? Not in a million years.
If you're lucky, you're lucky. If you're unlucky, you're a mazel. If you're unlucky.
I am a SCHLIMAZEL myself. I think we all are. But I know that's because of my psychological makeup. And I know if I just went to therapy 3 times a week instead of once a week, I might become more lucky. But, we've all got things to do.